Did you put Christmas on a credit card? Don't stress out about that extra holiday spending. SaveWithConrad.com can help you consolidate all of your high interest rate credit cards into one much lower monthly payment. SaveWithConrad.com has helped families just like yours save up to $800 a month. You don't need perfect credit or money out of your pocket. And did I mention no payments until March? So don't make saving money a resolution next year. Make it happen today at SaveWithConrad.com.
NMLS number 2129, Equal Housing Lender.
What happened when WHW Monday? And now, let's go to the ring. And here's your co-host. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of your childhood, Tony Schiavone. Tony, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Conrad?
Man, better than I deserve. Excited to be on with you today because we're talking about the Bunkhouse Stampede. The show we'll be watching today is the go-home episode of World Championship Wrestling, just one day before the Bunkhouse Stampede pay-per-view. Of course, we know in retaliation for Jim Crockett Promotions having the damn audacity to dabble in pay-per-view, Vince McMahon creates a little show called the Royal Rumble. Who ever even heard of such? This should be a fun episode today.
Yeah, I guess this is what happened when Jim Crockett Promotions was in its last year, because a year from now, they're going to be gone, pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think that the wrestling world is changing. Even the show we're going to watch is going to look and feel a lot different from what we've sort of grown up on. If you haven't already, get your cock out. Pull up season 4, episode 4. That's season 4, episode 4. And we're going to watch a special go home edition before the big Bunkhouse Stampede pay-per-view. And of all places, Tony, you're going to run that show in Vince's backyard, the Nassau Coliseum. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, we usually did well at the Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah, man, they love it
with house shows. You know, we did.
Yeah. Well, listen, I got it fired up, rip roaring, ready to go on my side. Are you locked and loaded on your side? Do we have a special countdown this week?
Yeah, it's gonna be one of our regular countdowns. But I'm ready with it. If you are, you ready?
I'm ready, Daddy.
Tony Schiavone. Bringing something real sporty. You a lie, you a lie, you a lie. My spirit animal is Tony Schiavone. Much love to Medusa's coochie, all the way live. Buckets go inferno, eating a sandwich at a Sapphire Shoe Show. You can eat almost anything if only you get past the smell. Roll Tide. If a lake house goose gets loose, Tony shits his pants and runs. No point in debating, no one boils water quite like Mom.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Play.
Got him up again under the power driver, and the match is going in. There's the bell. The time's going to expire. The time limit has expired, and Murdoch and let the Nikita Cole be right here. But the time limit has expired. They got the Midnight Express in the ring, and they've got Barry with them. As Dusty rolls over Nikita. As Dusty gets to his feet, beautiful Bobby in the corner. Sweet Stan comes with that karate kick. Stan Murdoch outside of the ring. Walking around, Cornette's up on the apron. From off of the top ropes, there comes Eaton and Sweet Stan. Boom! To get Dusty Rhodes. Now, wait a minute. Here's Murdoch getting into the ring with a chair. And now they're going to try to collect the bounty. He brought Dr. Steve Williams' arm, just like this. If he comes off on Rhodes' arm on that steel chair, it will break in a snap like a twig.
So how about that? Murdoch attacking the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, with the help of the Midnight Express, and kind of an interesting open here. But wait until you see. This is not a studio show, Tony. I don't know if you've done a preview, but this is an arena show. And that always felt weird for me on this program. I preferred the old studio set. Let's take a listen to how you open.
Championship Wrestling's on the air. Hi, everybody. Tony Schiavone along with Jim Ross and David Crockett coming to you from the Richmond Coliseum in Richmond, Virginia with the stars of the NWA, the Major League of Professional Wrestling. We have a great 2 hours for you today because, David, the top stars of the NWA are here with us.
That's right. The Rock and Roll Express are here. World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Sting is here, and many more.
And also, David, coming up tomorrow night, the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, it's the Bunkhouse Championship.
That's right. The Bunkhouse Championship in Long Island in Nassau Coliseum. It's on pay-per-view television, fans. So listen, you still have time to call up and get those matches.
That's exactly right. So call your local cable company. You have a addressable cable system. You can order the Bunkhouse Championship 7 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night and see the best of the NWA. And Jim Ross, our main event match here today is a classic. Barry Windham, Tully Blanchard for the Western States title. It should be one of the most outstanding television main events in the history of TBS television, the Superstation here. Promoter Jim Crockett has signed this tremendous match. And really, ladies and gentlemen, here on national television, this is a very pivotal match for the career of both men. We could say that it will be a crossroads match in the young career of Barry Windham and, of course, the career of Tully Blanchard. Their single stardom will rise or fall tonight as this match progresses, and we're going to bring you this great match in its entirety right here tonight on TBS. It's going to be a great 2 hours of World Championship Wrestling. David will have interviews from ringside, and we'll be talking to you here, of course, at the ring. Let's go to the ring for our first event.
Man, I love that open just because I love seeing the three of you guys together.
Yeah.
How cool is it to see old Dapper Dan JR right there, man?
Man, he was something else. He was, he, I don't know if he ever told you this on his podcast, but he had told me this before, that one of his jobs as he's going through, and was younger, was working in a men's clothing store. Did he ever tell you that?
No, but you've told me your Men's Warehouse or something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't know if Men's Warehouse was actually operating back in those days, but it was a men's store. And he used to talk to me about, he always had the pocket square in. He always looked great. He really did.
Yeah, he did. He looked great right there too.
Yeah, sure did. Sure. Okay, Rock and Roll Express. And we are in Richmond, Virginia. How about that?
Taking on Tommy Angel and Cougar J. Any good memories or stories from Richmond, Virginia?
Well, yeah. Most of them are as a fan. We used to go there all the time. Richmond ran usually on a Friday night and once a month, and we would always go to the shows there, drive from Craigsville and drive across about an hour and a half to Richmond through Charlottesville, and saw, I think I mentioned this many times before, but it was at this venue that I saw Paul Orndorff and Jimmy Snuka defeat Greg Valentine and Baron von Raschke for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. And it was here that I saw Blackjack Mulligan turn babyface. And he had a match against someone, and Baron von Raschke ran out. We were setting, and never will forget this, we were setting up high where the heels ran out, just because they came out from this tunnel, and we were setting, not in ringside, we were setting up high. And Blackjack was in the ring, and Baron von Raschke attacked him, and the Masked Superstar attacked him. And then Paul Jones came out to help him, and Blackjack extended his hand to Paul Jones, and Paul wasn't sure if he wanted to shake his hand. He looked at the fans. Should I shake his hand or not? The fans going, yeah, yeah. And my friend Hippie said when Baron von Raschke came running out, Hippie said, you know what? I knew he was coming out. I said, how come? He said, I could hear that flat-footed motherfucker feet flapping up against the concrete. I'm thinking, okay, and you knew that was Baron von Raschke. Hell yeah. That's what type of rednecks we were watching wrestling.
That flat-footed motherfucker.
That flat-footed motherfucker's feet hitting up against the concrete.
If you're watching with us on YouTube, which is WHW on YouTube.com, I don't want you to think you need to adjust your television sets. Tony Schiavone has not only lied to us on this program about not being on septic, he's proven clearly today he is on septic and satellite internet. Our internet connection is brought to you by Tin Cans and String.
Oh, really? We're having problems with it again?
Well, it's because Lois is trying to download
No.
the full box set of Highway to Heaven, and you got to get her off Napster, dude.
It's looking good on my end.
Yeah, because it's native to you, you see, but it looks like shit.
Does it really?
Yes.
I have been having problems with the internet all week. It dropped. They said we're having problems. It dropped again. There's been people out to, you know how this is.
Oh yeah, for
out
sure.
in the neighborhood.
Well, at your age, what's more annoying, when the internet doesn't work right or your penis doesn't work right? Take all the time you need.
Run that one by me again.
At your age, what's more annoying, when the internet doesn't work right or when your penis doesn't work right?
Internet.
Yeah. Because I mean, that you've got use and purpose for that, right?
Yeah. That about sums it up.
So we're going to a promo here from Michael P.S. Hayes. Check this out, dude.
Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin and Michael Hayes. What a tag team.
Well, thank you, David. You know, first of all, I know I'm kind of getting tired of coming out of here week after week. And I know Gorgeous Jay and Precious are getting tired. And probably the people are getting just a little bit tired of hearing about us telling you and not delivering the World Tag Team belts. Well, I couldn't get Gorgeous Jay and Squeeze to leave the house. They were busy. But I found the time to come down because there's just a few things on my mind. As I said last week, and I'll say it again, we're getting a real bad attitude because I don't like being deprived of nothing. And Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin and Michael P.S. Hayes never been known as choir boys and never been called saints. And we know how to get something when we want it one way or the other. And I'm watching as days go by and as weeks go by, that finely tuned machine, the franchise, the Four Horsemen, you guys are screwing up more and more because Luger is really throwing a monkey wrench into your fine-tuned machine. And as hard and as intensified as you are at stopping it, you are not able to do that. And somewhere, somehow, no matter how we got to do it, we're going to take advantage of you being at a disadvantage. And I'm going to tell you what, it ain't going to bother us one bit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, Sting.
And as they take a break, we will too, Tony. I'm going to hit it at 8:52.
Fellas, you already know what time it is. It's time to level up. And Blue Chew just dropped something crazy. I'm talking next level championship belt, gold plated energy. Blue Chew Gold is the newest innovation from the #1 chewable ED brand. This ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. This is the 4-in-1 beast that's setting the gold standard for performance. We're taking 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep that rocket pumping, mixed with apomorphine and oxytocin to turn up the arousal and the connection in both your brain and your body. You see, Blue Chew Gold dissolves under your tongue, and it works in as little as just 15 minutes. That means you can get it on quicker and stay in the game longer. We're talking elevation without hesitation. This is peak passion and peak performance in a single tablet. And ladies, if you're listening, send your man the link and make him a trophy husband with Blue Chew Gold. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with the promo code WHW. That's promo code WHW. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring today's podcast.
And with that, let's get back to our program. We tagged out at 8:52, and they're a commercial here. So we'll get going again in 3, 2, 1, play. So we got Sting versus Gladiator 1. Now remember, everybody, we're not too far removed from the whole Bill Watts acquisition. So Sting is coming to us from Mid-South. He doesn't quite yet have the traditional flat top, but he's got a crazy haircut that includes a rat tail. Tony, when's the last time you used to sport a rat tail?
Probably in college.
Wow, you had a rat tail in college.
No, I didn't, dumbass. But I thought I'd hit you with a dumbass answer to a dumbass question.
No, I thought it would have been fun if you walked around college with a rat tail and then a pocket full of kitty litter. Just dry them up real good.
Mm. Where do you come up with this shit? And where did you come up with that Lucha Libre sweater?
It's not a sweater. It's a poncho.
Oh my God. Yes. Look at that. You're Clint Eastwood. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, this was a Christmas present from Dave Silva Jones.
Wow.
He got me one and Cassio one, and I think he has one. So
that looks
I
nice.
thought, you know what? Let me wear it on one of my wrestling podcasts. Which one am I comfortable looking like an idiot on? I threatened to wear this in public, and my wife threatened to stay home. So
yeah.
I wore it over to my parents last night to play cards, and when I got out of the car and reached in the back seat to put it on, she just looked at me and tilted her head like, "Are you fucking serious?" And we're just going to see my mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only imagine what the reaction would be if I said, "Hey, you want to run down to the grocery store and find some fun meat for us to grill tonight? Let's go together." And then I put this on.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be like, "No, I'll go. Just tell me what cuts you want. I'll get it." Oh, I think I just figured out what to do to get out of shit in public. Just tell my wife I'm going to wear this.
That would work.
Dude, a home run.
Absolutely.
Look at that kid with all those pins. So grandma hooked his ass up, and nobody was happier than the guys at the gimmick table.
And of course, now we would show you how you could get them for yourself. But back then we had no idea.
No. That's exactly right, Tony.
I did say that's exactly right, Dave.
At the very beginning, and I was like, that might be one of the first exactly rights.
And Jim Ross said it was going to be one of the biggest main events in TBS history.
He did.
So he said that before I did.
And you stole that too. Damn it.
Yeah, look at Sting. Sting ahead of his time now, doing a lot of talking to the camera and running his mouth. Now they do it all the fucking time.
It's cool to see early Sting. Just as a reminder, Sting is not yet a made man. He's still trying to find his spot. I don't mean for this to be disrespectful, somewhere in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And here up against WrestleMania coming up in March, this is just January, so we're 2 months away. He's going to wrestle the Nature Boy Ric Flair at the very first Clash of the Champions to a time limit draw. And Sting becomes a made man as a result.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are, as you said, we are pre-Big Star Sting. And I think the great thing about Sting was, as a person, when he became a big star, it didn't change him. Now, of course, I don't have that much to base it on, because when I started in wrestling, the guys who wrestled were already big stars, like Flair,
right,
Wahoo. But Sting is probably one of the few ones that I can recall that I watched become a star as I was in the business. So it was pretty cool to see that. Road Warriors already stars. Nikita had, I guess I saw Nikita become but he became a big time heel, I guess, during my watch as well, if I can call it that. Stinger Splash.
Mm-hmm. And the Scorpion right after 1988. And guess what? You're in for a treat. I don't know if you've previewed this show in a while, but we're going to see something pretty special happen. Look at Sting.
Something pretty special is going to happen.
Tony Schiavone is in the ring with Sting, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my God.
Step back. We're going to Sting has called Tony Schiavone in the ring. Let's go up now to Tony Schiavone in the ring with Sting.
Okay, Jim Ross, and here he is with another great victory, and a man looking to get his hands on the World Heavyweight title. Here he is, Sting.
Nature Boy, come out and play. I'm waiting for you. Come and feel what it's like to get stung by the stinger. I know you're back there, so come on. I'm going to come out here week after week until you show up. Come on. Come on, baby. Right here on national TV. Get out here. Come on.
Calling with the world champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair, second time now that you have made the challenge to him right here on Nationwide TV.
Well, you see, I feel the electricity flowing through me from everybody right here. It sends shivers up and down my spine. Think about it, Ricky, baby.
A man full of confidence and ability, Sting, and we're coming back right after this timeout.
So there you go, man. I think that might actually be the first time you ever did an in-ring promo thing.
It was. I had done them in the studio, but they were different than climbing in the ring.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember when it was the first time that I went, "It's Sting." It had to be back when he was the Crow. That's what had it, when he would appear in the, up in the balcony or high above. Or maybe the first time I said, "It's Sting," was when he first came out in AEW. I don't know.
This television taping was done in Richmond, Virginia on January 15th, 1988. And there's 6,000 folks here.
Mm.
Oh, I hear Lois.
Yeah, she's telling the dog not to chew on something.
Oh.
We got this new puppy that loves to chew on everything. So
it's ruining everybody's lives.
She's tough, man.
You know what? I feel like we'd be remiss as we talk over a Warlord and Barbarian match here.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't go ahead and congratulate you on maybe the best football week ever.
Mm.
We had that unbelievable finish against the Jaguar, where the Jaguars put out the Titans, and then we turned right around, and the Georgia Bulldogs just embarrass TCU and humiliate the people who decide who goes into the playoffs. My goodness. Oof, what an embarrassment. But then we saw an incredible finish again in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody counted them out. Trevor Lawrence had 4 interceptions, 2 almost immediately to start the game. And I thought, well, this is getting ugly in a hurry, especially when it's 27-0. And somehow, some way, you guys managed to put together 31 points and hold the Chargers to a measly 3. What a finish. What a story. The Jags are the comeback kids. This has got to be one of the more exciting football weeks of your life.
Tremendous week on many levels. After what Georgia did against Ohio State, and after the Jags were down 27-0, I'm thinking, you know what? They can still come back. I thought that. And, when kids see that other teams can come back, it helps kids with their confidence, to stay in the game and quote unquote bring it. So, but yeah, I want to say something about the college football championship.
Yeah.
That was a big time, to say the least, ass kicking.
Oh my God.
It was and you know what? I'm glad it was that way, because I know, Conrad, you got to realize this. You knew the college football committee had set up that Final Four to be Ohio State and Michigan in the championship.
Yes, absolutely.
You knew they did that.
Yes.
So, so this is a big to them, middle finger to them. Please. And ESPN's probably involved in that as well.
My favorite thing on the other side of this is Trevor Lawrence tweeting out after the game the old meme of the guy from the high school football game back in the day. Mm-hmm. They had us in the first half, not going to lie. Well, I mean, football, the NFL specifically.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
It's to me, the NFL is the best booker of the year.
Yeah.
It's a work.
Yeah. The NFL is the best booker of the year, and the NCAA is the worst.
Yes, by far.
Yeah. Listen, we're not saying TCU shouldn't have been there, but I'm saying it's so disingenuous.
Oh, no, they earned their way. But here's what, I saw a lot of people posting online afterwards. This is what happens when you pick the 4 teams that deserve to be there rather than the 4 best teams. And I think that's fair. TCU deserved to be there more than Alabama. However, and by the way, let me say this. My biggest takeaway from this was Michigan were a bunch of jokers.
No, of course they were.
My goodness.
Of course they were. I also said it was great winning that big one 65-7, but I would much prefer to be Jim Harbaugh 65-7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody would have preferred that.
Right. So anyway, we still got a lot of football to go. The Jags will be playing Kansas City now. Let's see how they do at Arrowhead Stadium. That's going to be tough.
Not good. That's how they're going to do.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, here's the thing. I love the story of the Jaguars, but you want to talk about, you're a video gamer. It feels like, all right, you beat the Titans. That was level 1. You beat the Chargers. That was level 2. Now it feels like you got to play, as we call it in video gaming, the big boss.
That's right. Yep.
Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are the big boss. And for me, there's nobody more fun to watch right now than the Jags. And this has nothing to do with wrestling. But when you go from 27-0 to 31-30 and win, and I don't know that you saw this, but some cat over the weekend at halftime, when they were up 27-0, he bet like 1.4 million that the Chargers would win, thinking it's a surefire win. His upside was $11,000, and he lost. So, in an effort to win 11,000, he lost 1.4 million on a football game.
Well, he obviously has the money to do that. Oh, it's a Spam Slam. Hold on.
Makers of Spam and other grocery products.
Beautiful Bobby of the Midnight Express, a man that's known for off-the-top rope with many moves, can do it right on the canvas also. And this time, it's Rocky King filling the brunt of Beautiful Bobby. Beautiful Bobby with our Spam Slam of the Week.
I wish Vince McMahon had something like that. The Spam Slam of the Week fits 60p, does it not?
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. Take a look at what we have here. It's the Nature Boy, David Crockett, and James J. Dillon.
J.J. Dillon, you're the brains behind all this.
Well, yes, and I'm a little bit concerned about one situation, and that's Sting getting in the ring shooting his mouth off. You see, a few guys around here see Lex Luger walking around all puffed up and looking cocky, and it's bringing out a little bit of unrest in a few other people. And I'm a little bit amazed that somebody like Sting would be so forward as to go on national television and, of all people, call out the world heavyweight champion. What is he thinking? Now, I'll admit Sting's building up a little bit of an impressive record. He's knocking off a few people left and right, and he's stinging them real good. But you see, the Horsemen have a way of dealing with things that go around stinging people. And all we do is get a horseman-sized fly swatter, and so what? And then they don't look so bad when they can't sting anybody anymore. Right, champ?
What comes out of the mouth of babes? Sting, you are a perfect example of what Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson are. You're a frustrated punk kid that is still running around with little girls in training bras, while Ric Flair, the world champion, styles and profiles with the finest. Yeah. Woo! With the world's finest from one end to the other. I'm telling you, pal, don't keep calling my name or we'll cut that illustrious careers short. Luger, you gotta be in total frustration right now, seeing the Horsemen as we are. 3 of us, the 3 world champions. Woo! And remember, tomorrow night, the events get bigger, the stakes get higher, the competition gets better. And tomorrow night, the Nassau Coliseum, millions of people tune in to see the very best in the world today. And that's the National Wrestling Alliance, Jim Crockett Promotions in the Nassau Coliseum. And baby, call up, get that Cablevision lined up, because tomorrow night, Ric Flair is going to beat up Road Warrior Hawk all by myself. Hawk, this is on the line. And pal, I know you'll be cooking and smoking, but remember, Hawk, when it's all over, when 17,000 people in the building and millions across the country reflect back, they'll have to say, Ric Flair told it like it was again. He took it and he gave it back, and he's still the world's heavyweight champion. The bunkhouse finals are the telling. The cage, the best in the world, right there, all of them vying for $500,000. $500,000, if you may.
Arn and Tully, my friends, Roadwear Animal, Dusty Rhodes, the Barbarian, the Warlord, the real bad apples of our sport, going after $500,000. And I'm betting on Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, because if you look at it the way you have to look at it, they're the world champions. They're the best there is. And brother, they can take it just like Ric Flair, and they can give it out. So tomorrow night, New York, get ready, because girls, after it's all over, remember, none of you can ever be first, but there's a whole bunch of you out there that might be next.
All right. The World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair and J.J. Dillon. The Sheep Hunters are next, right after this.
Well, they'll take a break, and after that promo, I think we should too.
This message is sponsored by Raycon. If you're looking for a holiday gift, I've been using Raycon's Essential Open Earbuds, and honestly, they're so good. I love that I can play my music or my podcasts and still hear what's going on around me. It's perfect for my wife when she's at the gym or when we're out walking the dogs. And right now, they're up to 20% off just in time for the holidays. So you should definitely grab them while you can. Regular earbuds block out everything, so you won't hear someone calling your name or a car honking or nothing like that. But these Raycons, man, they just sit right outside of your ear canal, so you still get really clear sound, but you can still hear what's going on around you too. One of my favorite parts, though, is how lightweight these are. The ear hook part even rotates, so they stay in, they're comfortable, and boy, does it last. You get 8 hours on a charge, but with the case, you get 36 hours. They've even got great multi-point connectivity, so you can connect to multiple devices and switch seamlessly without the hassle. I absolutely love these. I know you will too. There's a reason Raycon has over 3 million customers. You see, the sound quality is just as good as the way more expensive ones, but they don't play the retail markup game. They're just advertising on our podcast instead. And they don't have big celebrity endorsements. They got like me and Bruce and JR and Jeff Jarrett. So if you don't like these Raycons, they've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, but my wife loves hers. I love mine. You're going to love yours as well. The Essential Open Earbuds are here for the holiday season, and buddy, they're selling fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. Go right now to buyraycon.com/WHW open to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Now, if you order by December 15th, that'll guarantee delivery by Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't be late. That's buyraycon.com/WHW open.
We're at 25:45 here on season 4, episode 4, the go home edition before the Bunkhouse Stampede. Let's get going here in 3, 2, 1, play. How about it, man? The Sheep Herders with your boy, Johnny Ace. Now, of course, Cassio Kid would call these fellows the Bushwhackers.
Well, most people would.
This is before they became millionaires in wrestling.
Yeah.
And Johnny Ace as the flag bearer.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably carried a few other things.
That was from Conrad Thompson, by the way, that comment. By the way, I did notice, production-wise, that when I was in the ring with Sting, I believe it was on PA. I'm not sure. But when Ric Flair is at ringside, he is not on the public address. He is just talking to TV.
Yes.
So it just goes to show you how things have kind of changed over the years. You know, we would never bring anybody out. And
what's up with the corners of the camera here? I mean, to the top left to the top right, it's like now this camera's fine, but the other one, it's like we're looking through a damn tunnel.
Huh. Maybe they're using like a different wide angle lens or something. I don't know. Maybe they're trying out a new camera.
Well, the corner's cut off.
It could be that, because I think, what do you mean the corner's cut off?
I mean, like, you know how the end of a camera is round?
Yes.
Well, we were look top left and top right now.
Oh, well, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, this was, I think this was a TBS production.
They need to get their shit together. Can you tell somebody?
Yeah. Well, we could tell Tommy Edwards he's still like working for
Tommy Edwards, get your fucking shit together.
ESPN, yeah. No, you're right. They, I think they've cleared that up now, haven't they? Let's see if it comes back.
Well, it's different cameras. It's just that one camera.
Okay.
It's been doing it the whole show. By the way, this television taping was January 15th. The next day, you had a spot show in Lumberton, North Carolina, but a big show in Philadelphia, over 7,600 fans there. Then a TV taping on the 17th. That was a matinee. The night show was in St. Louis, Missouri, and they started the show an hour late, which would be Michael Hayes and Ric Flair in a steel cage. The 18th, you're in Columbia. The 19th, you're in Charleston. The 20th, you're at a high school in Georgetown. And believe it or not, a show in Hawaii with Michael Hayes and Kevin Sullivan going on last. Inglewood, always up to no good. They got a show on the 21st in front of 3,000 people. Ran a little spot show in South Carolina the same day. On the 22nd, we were in Elberton, Georgia, which I've never heard of. Shelby, North Carolina, got a show the same day. And then we did a TV taping in Atlanta on the 23rd. Ran a spot show in Lakeland, Florida, and then a bigger show on January 23rd. This is the night before the Bunkhouse Stampede, and you're at the Cincinnati Gardens in Cincinnati, Ohio. And as a matter of fact, it's pretty notable because Michael Hayes no-shows the event due to a contract dispute and was fired. Now, that is worth pointing out because he's a big part of this program. He just had some mic time there and then was talking all kinds of trash about the Horsemen. He's going to headline some shows, including cage matches in St. Louis against Ric Flair, and then contract dispute and fired. What do you remember about Michael Hayes being shown the door?
I don't remember anything about that.
Thank you.
Because I was just an announcer back then. Guys would show up and not show up, you know?
Right.
It was, oh, look who's here and look who's not here. And I would only pick up things. Now, you know, today working in the front office, I would know all about it. But back then as an announcer, you would just pick up things from the guys. Where's Michael Hayes? Oh, he's no longer here. And I remember even asking Jimmy Crockett sometimes, where's so-and-so? Oh, he's no longer with us, and do not mention his name at all ever again. I would go, okay. Because that was the thing back then. Once you're gone, you're dead, kind of, right? I mean, like, you know, I'll give you a perfect example. We had, Darby Allin had a video that, you know, he put together his own videos before he beat Samoa Joe for the TNT title. It was kind of a video of him winning the TNT titles. And there, I don't know if you noticed, there was a snippet of Cody in that. Did you remember seeing that?
Yes.
And I remember thinking, man, that would have never happened back in the day.
No.
Never. That there was no way that would have happened. So I just thought that was interesting how things.
See, look at the top and left, right.
Yeah, there it is again.
It's just that one camera. That cameraman should be fired. Let's go find him and retroactively fire him.
No, another video people should be fired by saying we need to get that camera fixed, or maybe the camera cannot be fixed, and they say, okay, let's go ahead and use it. And you're so quick to fire people.
Oh my God!
Get rid of him.
Wait a minute. Do I know who I'm talking to here? I've seen you just run through motherfuckers on our show. I mean, goddamn.
Yeah, right. Fire them all. I'm with you, buddy. Get rid of them. There's tons of people out there who would love to run a camera in a professional wrestling show, right?
Well, I mean, I think there are. They're taking another commercial. Y'all are getting your commercials in here, buddy.
Yeah, we are. And the Spam Slam, you think we're making money? Nope.
I mean, you would be if you weren't flying two jets around. Here's an LOD promo.
Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom. Hulk takes on the World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair and Animal in the Bunkhouse Stampede Finals.
That's right, David Crockett. I myself, one half of the Legion of Doom, has the opportunity to get in the ring with the biggest, the strongest, and the best wrestlers in the history of our sport in the Nassau Coliseum in a cage for $500,000. David Crockett, have you ever known either my brother or myself to say anything that we're going to do in the ring and not get it done? New York, You're just like our great city of Chicago, a very violent city. And the main thing that separates me from everybody else in the Bucktail Stampede is I don't care. I don't care about friends. I don't care about wrestling partners. I don't care about nothing except winning the $500,000. Now let me explain something to you people. The world best press record is 705 pounds. We never claimed to be the strongest guys in the world. But if we had the chance, we'll be breaking that record. One large barbarian, you gotta prove to us and to everybody out there that you're better than us. You can't do it. Tell him, brother. Nassau Coliseum. Ric Flair. It's D-Day for you. Danger Day. Because you got me in the four corners of doom. You gotta deal with me one-on-one. And I don't need my partner animal when I'm in a singles match. I don't need anything but the heart that I got. I don't need anything but the muscles I got. I don't need anything but the head sick and heart I got for you, Ric Flair. Because you can come out here and tell all these people that you're really dying to get in the ring with me. Matter of fact is, you'll be dying to get out. The difference between you and me, Ric Flair, is if we were to make a bet for $1,000 and I was to lose, I wouldn't pay you. If I was to win the bet, I'd get my money.
I like that. Paul, they're set. They're ready for it.
That's right, they're ready. They've never been more ready in their life. Tomorrow night, New York City, you're going to see the new Road Warriors, the new Legion of Doom. We're going to do what we say we're going to do. Let's go.
Remember this tomorrow night, the Nassau Coliseum. Coming up next, Jim Cornette and the family.
Yeah, another commercial. Let's take one too, Tony. I'm going to do it when we get to 14.
All right.
Man, that was a pretty good promo. I got to tell you too. I really enjoyed. I mean, I think he thought it was probably going to be a bigger line, but that whole, if we made a bet for $1,000, I wouldn't pay you if I lost, but if I won, I'd get my money. That made me laugh.
It did.
That was good. That was well done.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's be serious here for a minute. Life happens fast. You know, 1 minute you're driving home after work and the next you see flashing lights in your rearview mirror. Your heart skips, your hands tighten on the wheel, and you start asking yourself, what do I do now? That's when you need someone on your side. And with the Legal Buddy app, you can connect with a local attorney in seconds, not hours, not days, but right when you need the help. Whether it's a DWI, a car accident, a criminal charge, or even just a traffic ticket, the Legal Buddy app puts real legal support right in your pocket. Imagine having an attorney on call, ready to help guide you through some of life's most stressful moments. And hey, by the way, this isn't a call center. This isn't a waiting game. It's direct access to a lawyer who understands your situation and your community, one who can step in right away. Think about it. When trouble knocks, do you want to face it alone? Or would you rather have the confidence of knowing a professional is already on your side? That's the peace of mind that Legal Buddy gives you. And here's how easy it is. Just go download the Legal Buddy app at legalbuddyapp.com. Register today and be sure to use the referral code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card. Life is predictable. Accidents happen, tickets happen, mistakes happen. But when they do, you don't have to go through it alone. The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download the app today and enter the referral code LEGAL.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gangster of love, Sweet Stan, and the terror of West Texas, Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch. Woo! Here they are.
Sweet Stan. What did you think about that karate stance we saw at the start of the show? Did that karate stance just when he fell into the stance? Did you not laugh?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but Stan just acting like he's going to do some karate tickles me.
Yeah, it always did. Stan was a pretty cool guy. How
What's
about
your
Dick
favorite?
Murdoch being with him? You know, I was, this is around the time that that Dick Murdoch and Dusty Rhodes headlined the Omni in a cage match.
All right.
And I think I may have told the story, but I'll tell it again. Murdoch had a flight he wanted to catch. Stan won't shake his hand. There you go. Murdoch had a flight he wanted to catch. He kept saying, I need to get that flight. I need to get out of here, get that flight. So Dusty and Murdoch went in the ring and literally did, in a cage match, 5 minutes. He just did the job to Dusty and left. And it was one of those things where I remember thinking, well, we really fucked the fans tonight. We really did. It took them much longer to construct the cage than it did to have the match in. And that, to me, was, you mentioned Michael Hayes did a no-show and a show started an hour late.
Yeah.
Those things, Dick Murdoch going 5 minutes to Dusty in a steel cage, those things to me all added up. And I know you mentioned the 2 jet airplanes, I get it, but those things added up to one of the reasons we went out of business. We just didn't give a shit. I mean, there was a time where we went to Brantford, Ontario. I may have told you the story, and I went there and for no reason, and we were supposed to work the very next day, another town, Ottawa. And Dusty and Jimmy got mad at Angelo Mosca and the promoter, and Dusty did a no-show in Ottawa. Those no-shows and shit like that killed the promotion. Absolutely killed it. Because if I'm a paying fan and I don't get what I'm not coming back. I'm not. So I think that I don't know if you consider arrogance or you consider maybe we didn't have control of the talent, or maybe that was just I don't know what you can attribute that to, but it was bad news. You give the people what you advertise. You really do.
Or you hope you do.
Well, yeah, you hope you do. And you should. I mean, you can't always guarantee a good match.
No.
But you should guarantee that who you put on the card is who shows up. How about my hair in the background there? Isn't that a great mullet?
You think it's a good one?
Yeah, I think it's a good one. My mullet.
By the way, the only thing I can find as far as cage matches in the Omni,
yeah,
Nikita Koloff beat Dick Murdoch for the NWA United States Heavyweight title at the Omni on June 7th, 1987. And I also see where there was a cage match between Dusty and Nikita taking on Dick Murdoch and Ivan Koloff on March 27th, 1987. Did either one of those ring the bell for this?
No. I promise you I was the ring announcer. I promise you that happened because I remember how Murdoch was like before the matches and then during the intermission when I went back. So this is on Cage Match?
Yes.
Yeah, you mean they're wrong?
I mean, I don't see it in 1988 at all for on the history of WWE.
Okay.
So there's 2 different places that say
That
you will
didn't
lie.
happen. Okay.
You will lie. You will lie. And here's
Well,
the thing. I totally believe what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just think. Go ahead.
Maybe it wasn't against Dusty, but it was the cage. It was the final match of the night, the cage match. And I remember, because I remember walking back and Charlie McGowan, who was our bell keeper, our timekeeper, said, "Boy, that fucking sucked." I went, "Yeah."
Well, Dick Murdoch gets the his hand raised. Look at Sweet Stan doing a little dance here. Been hanging out with Nature Boy a little bit.
Oh boy, man, we are taking this slow motion a long way.
Slow motion to tag in.
I know. And Dick Murdoch's brainbuster wasn't a good one.
No. How about putting the elbow right in him?
Mm-hmm.
That's a reminder. Hey, next time, hold your leg straight up, kid.
There we go.
You want to talk about a promo? Look at this look. It looks like Cassio every morning before he starts his radio show.
Dick Murdoch, there is a bounty on you, and he wants to collect it.
Well, you know, David, all my life, everybody that's tuned in on the television throughout this country, I've seen Dusty Rhodes in wrestling matches. They see me in some of the baddest feuds in the history of the wrestling ring. When it comes to mine, Dick Murdoch now wanting to take a bounty out on me and my super partner, Nikita Koloff. I'm not hard to find. But the thing that's on my mind is tomorrow night, $500,000. Ric Flair said it well, the baddest of the bad. The baddest, meanest group of men ever in one ring, one cage, by themselves for $500,000. And there's one thing, Animal, that sets me apart from everybody else.
I'm the booker.
I have won 2 of them. I am the baddest of the bad. I am the Bull of the Woods. I am the Bunkhouse Stampede champion. And if you're in California, if you're in Las Vegas, or you're in Sioux City, Iowa, you get your cable systems and you hook it up because you can see it live as it happens. And before going into these things, I knew that this one was going to be harder because I took a wild card berth, if you will, a Minnesota Viking berth, if you will. They say I backed in this year. Well, I backed in, but I'm going to walk out frontwards, Daddy, because in my neighborhood, the whole housing project alone wasn't worth $500,000. My daddy alone, God rest his soul, never made $500,000. And by God, tomorrow night in Nassau Coliseum, throughout this country, and the National Wrestler Dusty Rhodes is going to give you 110% because I am the defending champion. You got to throw me over the top. You got to throw me out the door before you can call yourself the Bull of the Woods, the baddest of the bad. And Dusty Rhodes is feeling better than he's ever felt, baby. So no friends, only foes. So everybody look out for their own self. It's going to take a mighty big man to take the title of the Bull of the Woods, the king of the Bunkhouse Stampede from Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. And it ain't going to happen in Dick Murdoch. You come for me anytime, day or night. My door's always open to big bad men like you.
Wow.
Because Dusty Rhodes is one thing. You're the true blue American patriot. The American dream lives. And now, the third Bunkhouse Stampede is on my doorstep. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Remember this tomorrow night, Nassau Coliseum, the Bunkhouse Stampede Finals. Hey, listen, coming up next, one of the 4 horsemen, Arn Anderson.
So listen, lots to unpack there. First of all, you started the program by calling it the Bunkhouse Championship. And then we've heard other people call it the Bunkhouse Finals.
Yeah.
And I guess it's actually the Bunkhouse Stampede. But can you imagine if they got willy-nilly in the WWE with part of a pay-per-view name? Mm-hmm. Instead of WrestleMania, hey, this is WrestleMan.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, goodness gracious. And then I gotta say, I love me some Dusty Rhodes. I think we've been pretty out front about how much we're both just huge Dusty marks. But I prefer a Dusty promo in the studio as opposed to in front of this crowd.
Yeah, I do too.
And then, did you hear what the crowd was chanting, dude?
No, you reacted to it. I couldn't understand what they were chanting. What are they chanting?
An F word for homosexuals, really loud.
Really?
And I thought to myself, I think sometimes people get online and they talk about how much they hate cancel culture and all that. And that's a debate for another time. But I think we can agree we've made great progress because Lord have mercy, that chant would never happen now.
No, it would not.
My goodness. I couldn't believe it was so. I mean, I don't know who was climbing in the ring and they're clearly heckling someone.
Yeah.
And I know, context is king and blah, blah, blah. That was something that was more acceptable there, and that's regrettable, and it shouldn't have been, because now it's just like kind of shocking to hear, like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
It's weird because I don't know that racial slurs would have been thrown around, but we were real comfortable with that one there. We had a big crowd doing it. You people from Virginia, y'all got to get your shit together, Tony.
Yeah, we're not as
Nothing bad ever happened in Alabama, as you know.
no. I was thinking we're not as
Yes.
good, as smart, as educated as Alabamians.
Well, we're gonna forgive you for that. We
I know.
want you to learn and get better, like we did.
Maybe we ought to cheat at football too, like you guys do.
You have. I mean, you had a 29-year-old quarterback playing in the fucking game. He announced he's coming back for his 9th and final season.
I was talking about Virginia.
No. But I was talking about Georgia and what pieces of shit y'all are.
Yeah, I know. I know you guys would say that since we won 2 championships in a row.
Oh, am I supposed to be impressed? Have you
Yes.
been watching the last 10 years?
Yes, I am.
Well,
Yes,
I'm
you are
not
supposed to
impressed.
be. Well, you should be.
Well, Alabama's going to break their dick off in you next year, and it'll
Really?
be David Pollock's fault because of what he said at the shoulder of Nick Saban. And
Yeah,
saw
you know what? You know what? David Pollock is
a goof.
oh boy, and ever since he got on TV,
He's
he
a
was
bigger.
he was so loved at Georgia, but ever since he's got on TV, he's not as loved as he used to be.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So, but this ain't about David Pollock. Also, a couple of things I thought it was very funny that Dusty Rhodes says, Dick Murdoch, if you're looking for me, I ain't too hard to find. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm at ringside when your match just finished. That's how easy I am to find.
Yes.
But also, we're taking a commercial right during the match.
How many commercials are y'all going to take during this damn show?
Okay. Well,
We get complaints though. We have too many commercials. Have you tried watching one of these shows?
well, you know what? If you have a complaint about our commercials,
You have a suggestion?
yes,
What would that be?
that would be patreon.com/WHW Monday or adfreeshows.com. Also, a little serious note here.
Yes, please.
Dusty's first wife, Sandra, passed away, as you probably know.
Yes.
Dustin's mom passed away recently. And again, our condolences to Dustin. I reached out to him. Dustin has battled through a lot of adversity in his life. And I'm
Yes,
sure,
he has, and overcome it all.
yeah, he sure has. I'm sure losing his mom is very tough for him. So that's tough stuff. Hey, George South made quite a career out of wrestling, didn't he?
I mean, he made a nice little career helping other guys look
Sure
like
did.
big stars.
Right, absolutely.
Hey, let me ask you a question. You consider yourself a dog guy, right?
Yeah, boy.
What do you do when you start to see dog period blood around the house?
You go to the vet.
And what do? They give
You
them dog
dumbass, I don't know.
tampons?
You just do what they tell you to do.
Do they give them dog tampons or like dog pads or what are we doing?
I don't know if they do or not.
Well, I mean,
Could be
you
it could be coming. It could be bleeding out of the ass. You ever thought about that?
no, they're not bleeding.
Take your damn dog to the vet. Spend some of that goddamn money you make. Hell, Bug coughs and we take him to the vet here. Our vet bills are unbelievable.
Next week, we need a dog insurance sponsor right here on the program. You have dog insurance?
You know what? We don't we ought to get it for the little dog, but we don't for Bug because he's had such liver problems. And so it's not for.
Oh, wait, they got pre-existing dog conditions?
Yes, they do. Pre-existing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought that was kind of a joke.
No, pre-existing conditions, they don't cover it. So.
Oh, my God.
So, hey, Bug's got a cough? Yeah. Well, there's $400.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, listen, I thought for sure you would have different advice. You don't have any other advice besides just take them to the vet?
Take him to the vet. That's all you can do.
I
mean, what else are you going to do?
Well, I thought you were going to hit me with the old Price is Right sign off.
What's the Price is Right sign off?
Get your dog spayed or neutered.
Oh.
You don't remember him saying
that would be good. You should have done that right when you got the dog.
Wait a minute. What? You're in on that? You want the dog spayed and neutered?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about that on the other side of this Arn Anderson promo.
Team champions, listen, you've got a team that's outstanding.
Well, tell me something that I don't already know. I know they're outstanding, but now I'm looking for the financial rewards, and that's where tomorrow in Nassau becomes critical, because I don't care what your financial status is, where you are in life. When you talk about $500,000, simply that's $500,000. And even in my tax category, $500,000 is going to get my attention. And the Horsemen, one problem we don't have is worrying about how we're going to divide the money. Because when you get into figures like that, there's plenty for everybody. Double A tomorrow night, I can't see how we can miss. Well, JJ, your word is gold. But the one thing I want to tell you people, I want to tell you something you already know, David Crockett. Lex Luger is a hell of a man. I've butted heads with Lex Luger all over this town, all over this country, all over this state. What I find to be true, Luger, is you're a hungry man. You got all the gifts. You got talent. You got desire. You got the guts. You got the body. You got the genetics. The thing you do not have, Luger, the one thing you do not have to do with this business to make you a superstar is you don't have relationships. I have relationships. J.J. Dillon, Tully Blanchard, Ric Flair, myself. What we are, Lou, something we always tried to preach to you. We are no greater than the sum of our parts. And tomorrow night, in the Buckhouse Stampede, we're butting heads with the best. You're talking about the very best. You're talking about Dusty Rhodes. You're talking about Animal. You're talking about the Warlord. You're talking about the Barbarian. You're talking about Tully Blanchard and myself, Luger. Rest assured of one thing, my friend. You got my attention. You got my respect. Jim Crockett pays you a large amount of money because you're a fine, quality tuned athlete. But the bottom line is, Luger, he has no idea what kind of athlete you are unless he's got something to compare you to. And myself, Tully Blanchard, Ric Flair, J.J. Dillon are the measuring stick, gentlemen. Rest assured, we're not the biggest, we're not the strongest. While you're bench pressing, by God, we're winning all the money.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember that's tomorrow night, the Buckhouse Stampede Finals. Now let's go to the ring for the Hands of Stone, Ron Garvin.
That was an okay promo, but I'm still not really digging it in front of this crowd. I feel like we're picking up lots of other voices and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm just nostalgic about the set, but I don't prefer this version.
No, you're nostalgic about the set, and not only that, a lot of times in the studios we would hear wrestlers come in and hear fans react to them, but now we are seeing fans react to them. So
yes,
it's disconcerting for us.
So anyway, you were saying that I should get my dog's balls chopped off or whatever?
Yeah. Wait a minute. You have 2 female dogs, though, don't you?
Yeah. But I was asking you about dog period blood. And then I sort of thought you were going to say, oh, you got to get them spayed or neutered or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you should.
But hang on. Are you saying that you've had Bug's balls cut off?
Yeah. And Chewy's.
Oh, man.
And
see,
Julie's.
that's how me and you are different. I mean, I like my dog shooting loads, son.
For what reason? Going around, you don't want to do that. Your dog is aggressive.
Listen. I mean, are you not familiar with the phrase? He got that dog in him. Yeah, I mean, goddamn, that's what I want. That's why you get a dog. An intruder breaks in.
As Cousin Eddie said, it's best to let him just go on and finish.
It is. Here's what happened. If an intruder broke into your house, like Bug would go make him a Keurig Starbucks.
No, but listen, if an intruder broke into my house, Bug would just go over here and fall asleep.
Yes.
He'd still bark like hell. But even with balls, Bug couldn't do anything about an intruder in our house. Look at him.
I'm just saying, but maybe he wouldn't look like that if he was shooting loads.
Bug, no, he'd always look right, buddy. You glad you don't have any balls, Bug?
No, he wants his fucking sack back, Tony.
You want your balls back, Bug? Bug.
Give Bug his balls back. Can we get bug, like some sort of ball implant surgery. I'll tell you this: if we could get him new balls, I'll pay for the surgery. You get your buddy back.
Yeah, he is my buddy. You're my best buddy, aren't you?
Yeah. Hashtag balls for bug. Hashtag balls for bug. I want to hear from you guys listening.
Yeah. So any of you dumbasses who think that you can put balls back on a dog, please stay on Twitter because you belong there.
I'm just telling you, I like my dogs shooting loads, son.
No, you're wrong. You are wrong.
Man, look at this finish.
Yeah,
Where are you at on the Garvin stomp?
I never liked it.
It's stupid.
Yeah. Was that Gene Ligon he beat, maybe? I can't.
It's stupid, and then he teabags them to pin them.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll tell you what, if I got teabagged on TV, I'd think about moving.
To where?
Somewhere where they don't have that program.
Yeah, it was Gene Ligon. All right.
Punched him in the head and then stomped his ass.
Slow-mo.
Yeah, we need a slow-mo stomp. Look at the corners of the camera. It's not there now. They zoomed in.
Terrible.
David Crockett's got a little promo here.
All right.
Check him out, man. Stan Lane. Looking like a ladies' man right here.
Leader and the bounty hunter, Dick Murdoch. You wasted enough of our time? Okay, let me say something. Sweet Stan's going to be in Nassau Coliseum tomorrow night. Dick Murdoch's going to be in Orlando, Florida tomorrow night. Beautiful Bobby's going to be in Nassau Coliseum tomorrow night. Everything is going on. These men got more ways to beat you than the IRS. But, you know, I said, Dick, let me ask you a question. I know Mama said she's going to pay all your expenses while you're out on the road trying to collect the bounty, but there's a couple of things I find it hard to explain to her. 2 cases of chewing tobacco, $47. 5 pounds of beef jerky, $8.75. Liquor store, $122. The Crystal Pistol Saloon, $274.39.
The ranch hands were a little thirsty.
You can't be doing that. I'm having a hard time pushing this through to Mama, but don't worry. We love you. We believe in you. You're doing a heck of a job. So as long as you get the job done, and I know that's what you do best, we're going to take care of you, brother, and $50,000 on Dusty Rhodes. And let me tell you this. Nikita Koloff, this man's been on your tail for a while. You won't give him a TV title match because I told you he was going to be the one to win it. So I'm going to say this, February 6th in Charlotte, North Carolina, after that Texas barbed wire match with Dick Murdoch, brand new barbed wire all around those ropes. Nikita Koloff, you're going to be out of the way. You ain't going to be able to run in like the cavalry whenever Dusty Rhodes gets in trouble. And then Dusty Rhodes, this man right here, I told you, he's out of control. I can tell him what I want done, but I can't tell him how to do it. The methods are his, and you know just how dirty and how stinking bad he can be. And Dick, like I said, I'm not going to try to tell you how to do it. All I want you to do is do it.
You know, David, it's a pleasure and a privilege to be associated with the Midnight Express. Sweet Stan and beautiful Bobby and Mr. Jim Cornette and his lovely, beautiful mama up here in Louisville, Kentucky. Now, let's get one thing straight. Tomorrow night in Orlando, Florida, Ronnie Garvin, you're going to be history. And then, you know, I'm not liking that match at all in Charlotte on February the 6th, the barbed wire match. Look at this. Can you see the news pimples? Can you see that, David Crockett? When I stand up here and talk about it, I speak the truth. But let me tell you something, Nikita Koloff. Every day in the great state of Texas, every day I start working with that stuff. I stretch that barbed wire. I got my old Ford diesel pickup truck out there, and I'm stretching that barbed wire that come along. And I know exactly what can happen to a human being if that stuff pops. I know exactly I can wrap around a person, slice him up like lunch meat. But let me tell you something, Nikita Koloff. One thing this man's not afraid of, and that is his own shadow. So come Charlotte, February the 6th, Greensboro on the 30th, Los Angeles, Albuquerque, all ports west, even in the ocean. The Midnight Express, Mr. Jim Cornette, and the bounty hunter Dick Murdoch's going to take care of Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, and Ronnie Garvin. Let me say one other thing. You got a lot of people standing up here saying how tough they are. A lot of them saying they can't be beat. Well, let me tell you something. It takes a good man to beat this team, but it don't take them long. And I'll guarantee you another thing, $75,000. Make sure your mama's got the money.
She's got the money. 50 on Dusty Rhodes. Just remember that. That's the big one. The 25. Anybody. Just get rid of everybody that's our enemies. And brother, like I said, he's going to be down here tomorrow in Orlando. Just like the big tag repairman.
Could be you and Jimmy Crockett getting rid of our enemies.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming out next for the Western States Heritage Championship, the challenger, Tully Blanchard, one of the 4 horsemen, and the champion, Barry Windham.
They're going to commercial. We will too. Tony, I'm going to shut it down at 1 hour and 50 seconds.
All right, real quick, I want to remind everybody, especially this time of year, did you know at savewithconrad.com you can skip your next 2 house payments? That's right. You'll get a cheaper monthly payment and no payments until next year. How about a little Christmas vacation from house payments? That's right. No payments in November or December at savewithconrad.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Barry.
So before we hear from Lex Luger, I thought that Dick Murdoch promo was pretty good, man.
Yeah, he was really really fired up. You may have told me this and I wasn't paying attention, which I normally do.
Right.
A lot of things. Where was Beautiful Bobby?
I didn't tell you.
Okay, where was it?
I don't know. I mean, I was 7. Where was he, Tony? You worked there. What the fuck you?
No,
want?
I don't. I don't know. I mean, I think it's awfully odd that Bobby's not. Dick Murdoch brought him up in his promo.
Well, did you think he was dead?
No.
Well, he is. He's dead now.
He is now, but he wasn't.
He wasn't back then.
All right. Pretty good ring announcer right there, if you ask me.
Really?
Yeah.
For the NWA World Tag Team Champions, a member of the Four Horsemen from San Antonio, Texas, 236 pounds, Tully Blanchard.
Tully Blanchard is going to be challenging here. He is one half of the tag team champions, but that's what's on the line.
Mm-hmm.
150 pounds, Barry Windham.
The Western States Heritage Championship. Of course, we know Barry Windham is going to be a Four Horseman. He is not yet at this point. As a reminder, Lex Luger has been kicked out of the Horseman.
Right.
I guess that happened the prior month in December. Also, as a reminder, next month, February of '88, we're going to have the main event, not Saturday night's main event, but prime time, the most watched wrestling match of all time, Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. Just 1 week after this event we're watching right now, we're getting ready for the Super Bowl. It'll be Super Bowl 22 with the Redskins and the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the very next day after this, it's time for not only the Bunkhouse Stampede, but the very first Royal Rumble, not head to head on pay-per-view. The WWF counter programmed the JCP pay-per-view with a new free event that they just gave away on USA Network, and they called it the Royal Rumble. And of course, in retaliation, you guys counter programmed their WrestleMania with your own free special on cable,
Right.
Clash of the Champions. So, although this might be the beginning of the end for JCP, it is an exciting time to be a wrestling fan. No doubt about it.
Yeah, it was a good time. And I think by all indications that we did a hell of a job counter programming WrestleMania.
Yes.
With that Clash of the Champions. And it was the beginning of the Clash of the Champions, as we know. But I don't know how much you may have it listed. I don't know how much of a chunk it took out of Vince that day, but I'm sure it took something out, right?
It did.
Yeah.
I want to mention the show we're watching here today on the 15th. This is actually the first show that Bobby Eaton missed. He was injured.
Okay.
So Dick Murdoch is in on his behalf.
That's what I figured.
He's not going to miss much, though, because when you guys go to Hawaii, he starts to magically feel better. And he makes that show, which is good.
Yeah, isn't it great? I love how people magically feel better. That's happened throughout the years in pro wrestling.
Let's do a few questions here so you don't get yourself in trouble. Brad Stanton wants to know, do you prefer the sheep herders or the bushwhackers?
The bushwhackers, by far. I thought they were very entertaining. And I thought it was one of the better moves by Vince McMahon throughout the years of giving a guys a gimmick and the gimmick working.
Mike wants to know, why Nassau Coliseum to counter Royal Rumble instead of a regular market? Why do Long Island wrestling fans get such a bad rep? We hate MJF too.
Yeah, I did they get a bad rep? We always did quite well at the Nassau Coliseum, and
yeah,
I always thought it was a good place for us. And of course, it was probably one of the few places up there that would let us in back then. I'm sure we would love to run Madison Square Garden, but couldn't. So that's why.
We're watching two of the very best. Tully Blanchard made some headlines recently. I guess it's come out that he's he thinks officially done with wrestling.
Oh.
Says he might do a few more events like he did in Nashville, but sort of said tongue in cheek, he didn't know how many more last matches Ric Flair was going to have. But that he himself didn't ever want to have a last match, including the 6-man he did. But he is self-conscious about, or maybe just proud, I don't know, of what he did before and doesn't want to, you know, not give the fans what he used to look and feel like. But I was in the crowd when he hit that slingshot suplex and lost my mind.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was a great moment. And it happened on the very day where Jim Crockett Jr. passed away.
Yeah.
I thought it was just one of my all-time favorite wrestling moments. I'm glad Tully got to do it, even if maybe it wasn't his idea. But yeah, man, I don't know what to think, because I enjoyed him being a mouthpiece in AEW and Ring of Honor, and it felt like he never missed a beat. But maybe he wasn't in love with it anymore. Maybe he had just moved on. Maybe his life's taking him in different directions. I'm not sure, but what a great promo, what a great talent. And I hope if that is it, that he at least got this little bit of a brief second act, because it was fun for me as a fan.
Yeah, it was fun for me being able to work with him again.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and I've always enjoyed working with Tully, and he was, gosh, as we have seen, as we've been watching over the years here on What Happened When, he was just a great talent. And I get it. I get that some people want people to remember them as they used to be and not as they are now. So, and also he's doing, he's got a very important job.
Right.
So working in a prison, working with inmates, trying to get their life back on track. Kudos to him for that.
No doubt.
JJ just slipped him something. The old shoe. So I get it. And I wish him the best. It was great being able to work with him. And I agreed. The slingshot on the same day that Jim Crockett died.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable memories. Yeah.
And they came to the ring wearing the old JCP belts. It was just, it looked and felt like a tribute. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor about Tully, by the way.
Okay.
I heard he got that dog in him.
He's got that dog in him.
He got that dog in him.
Well, he still got his nuts? What are you talking about?
All right. That's all the information.
So got that dog in him. Okay.
Yep.
Well, good. Whatever that means, if it's a positive, good for Tully.
Next time somebody starts kicking somebody's ass in AEW, I need you to say, he got that dog in him. I'm telling you, it'll go viral. It will become a shirt. Okay. As a matter of fact, it's a shirt right fucking now over at lowestrolls.com. He got that dog in him.
You need to text me during the show to remind me.
I'm not going to do what Cassio does, where he tries to wear your ass out. I feel like Cassio waits until he sees you on TV and then he starts texting. Because we'll be watching the show and he'll be like, so, hey, I just texted Tony, and I'm like, he's fucking working. He goes, he don't care. He hit me back faster than I could type.
Well, just to let you guys know that obviously when there's still communication that goes on in the back with me during the course of a show.
Oh yeah, so you have to be ready.
I have to have my phone on all the time.
Yes.
And I want people to realize this, that when I've got my phone, I'm looking at my phone up there. I ain't tweeting.
No,
okay?
God, you're working.
I'm working. And if I'm like texting, I've texted TK sometimes. And so, how about this shot?
This is a great shot. Yeah, running commentary from Lex Luger here. Let's take a listen.
He gets in there, he'll back into the road for JJ will come in.
Well, I'll tell you what, David, we're seeing a great match here. We're also seeing why Barry Windham is the man everybody says he is, why he's one of the young lions of our sport. He's right to this point, he's dominant. But I'll tell you what, Tony Blanchard did not get to where he is in this sport, whether I like him or not. By losing matches, he's on national TV. There's a big match. There's a big crowd here. You got to watch out for Tony Blanchard every second of the way. Barry's at the end of the story.
All right, let's go back to that.
Six is saying, hey, y'all just did a cutaway during a ref bump. And they're cheating. Let's pay attention, guys.
Yeah, okay.
Suck off Lex Luger in a few minutes.
Oh, wow.
It was a padded chair, but it was a real shot.
It was a real shot, and those padded chairs are pretty heavy.
Yes,
you're slinging them. Wow.
I love
throwing the evidence away. Tommy Young back to his feet.
One of my favorite things is when JJ would, before he starts an interview, just start looking at his nails.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it always was such a heel move. You could see right there as Tully Blanchard, wrapped the knee around the post and then slung the chair at him. Now he's taking the knee pad off and really working that knee over. Tully Blanchard does indeed got that dog in him.
Got that dog.
Um,
Where did you come up with that?
it's old, but I got to talk to you off air about some things.
Oh boy.
Where are you at on women shaving their legs?
Well, hasn't it been done through the history of time?
Has it really?
Yeah. I mean, don't women always shave their legs? I don't know.
When did women start shaving their legs? Wow, there it is.
Yeah. 112.
According to the book The Body Project, women started shaving their legs in the 1920s when skirts became shorter.
There you go.
Can you imagine living before that? Because I don't know about you, Tony, but I love a mostly shaved leg.
Yeah, I'm for it.
You for it?
Mm-hmm.
Man, they're taking a break right here, and I think we should too. They're at 111.50. I'm going to hit it at 54.
Hey, just in time for the holidays, what if you didn't have to worry about any of that credit card debt? If you're feeling stuck making the minimum payments and you don't want to have to put Christmas on a credit card, we can help at savewithconrad.com. We routinely help our listeners save hundreds of dollars a month. Find out how much money you can save right now for free at savewithconrad.com.
Let's get back to the program here at 11:54 in 1 hour, 11 minutes and 54 seconds. In 3, 2, 1.
That knee pad has been stretched down right to the ankle, as you can see. Tully Blanchard, and you can hear Barry Windham.
Windham screaming out in pain. And I tell you, he has done some damage to this knee. The referee, I know, is using his best discretion as he reaches down and headbutts. He headbutts Tully Blanchard, and another time. But he's got that leg all tangled up. And
Dude, this is good stuff. I love hearing JR's call. I love how tight the camera is, and it is old school Horseman stuff. We take a body part and we render it useless, is what Arn used to say. And they're doing that here, man, getting after it.
I love how Barry's selling too, man.
Yes.
I mean, you could tell when we came back, the first thing you hear was Barry screaming, and
yes.
And just stay with it. Just stay with that body part. Because if you stay with the body part and he comes back, it makes him more of a determined, great babyface athlete. And the more you work on it, the more heat you get. It's just old school stuff. I'm not so sure how it would play today. Are you?
Yeah, I think it would work.
You think it would work?
I mean, I think it's all in the presentation. If we're just talking over it and we're plugging our new trading cards and Twitter and that we're trending and all that, it won't work.
Right.
But if we're selling like, hey man, this could be a submission move here.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we do try to do that. And we a body part, and some guys can really sell. And
yes.
Yeah, I get that. But Barry doing a great job here. Really.
One of the best.
Really doing a great job. What were you talking about something?
We're talking about balls.
Nah, before that.
Man, yeah, another picture in picture here. Yeah. I love the shot where you can see the action in the background.
Yeah.
I think what we were talking about is we wanted to give a congratulations. A great close personal friend of the show, Mr. Dave Silva, has recently been approved for surgery. He spread the good news at the Con Radisson a few weeks ago. There was a lot of debate, and he had to get all the clearance, through the insurance company, and his doctors had to clear him and all that. But it's finally happening. So
getting neutered?
No, FUPA reduction surgery.
A Fruit Loop reduction surgery? I'm sorry.
FUPA reduction surgery.
FUPA.
It's an elective surgery, but he had to get it approved.
Okay.
And he's pretty excited about it. I don't know that anybody's more excited about it than Mrs. Silva.
What is a FUPA reduction surgery?
Oh, it's a FUPA, Tony. FUPA. Do you want to throw that in your Google machine?
Yeah, I'll throw it in my Google machine.
Okay. I'll let you just go ahead and read us what you see there.
Uh-huh. I should have known. I should have known. I had a I had a close of the show already, and now I got to change it.
You want to tell us? Maybe some folks are,
No.
maybe not sure, like you weren't sure what we're talking about. You want to go ahead and read something to us?
No. No, I don't want to do it.
Well, here's the deal. When you gain weight, fat can accumulate all over your body.
Yeah.
And this includes the region above your pubic area, technically called the mons pubis. And amongst, let's say our friends over at the Urban Dictionary, they describe it for females.
Yeah.
And they say typically seen on obese women, but not uncommon among thick ladies.
Uh-huh.
Fupa is a swelling of the area between the vagina and the tummy.
Uh-huh.
Well, when a fellow like young Dave Silva gets it done, FUPA stands for fat upper penis area.
Uh-huh.
So just like we've talked about before, earlier this year on this program, or I guess it was late last year, the penis bone. Well, he's maybe had a little trouble getting his. And now with this FUPA reduction surgery, he's going to be able to wield his weapon a little easier.
I would suggest that he forego that.
Okay.
And get the surgery that I'm thinking about getting, which would be the surgery where they implant something in your chest so you don't have to wear a mask for a CPAP. Have you ever seen that out now?
No, I have not seen that.
Yeah.
That must be one of those Range Rover level surgeries. You gotta have Range Rover money.
It's a thing you just press a button before you go to bed, and you don't have to wear a CPAP machine for your.
Do you press a button on your chest?
No, you have a remote.
So you have something in your chest, and what happens if you lose the remote?
Yeah, then you better put a mask on that night before you go to sleep.
Buddy, I'm not doing any of that. I don't know what's going on with you. You cut your pet's balls off. You implant remote gimmicks in your chest,
right?
And you're probably walking around with a flabby mons pubis, if I had to guess.
Jesus, it's called. I shouldn't promote them because they didn't sponsor, but it's called Inspire. Okay.
Okay.
Inspire Sleep, and that apparently I don't know if it's good for everybody, but there you go.
I just looked it up.
Yeah. So there you go.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if I want surgery, elective surgery, even if it is for a FUPA or an sleep apnea.
At the time, the procedure cost hospitals $43,000. The cost without insurance is about $45,000.
Yikes. Okay.
I think I just put the mask on if I was you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep the mask on anyway. So, because I've spent a lot on machines. Ooh.
How many machines you got?
2.
One to travel with, one to stay at home.
Mm-hmm. But I ended up getting the machines that were recalled.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I had to buy other machines.
Did you ever see the movie Life?
Life?
Yes.
I've played the game of Life, the board game, but I've not seen the movie Life.
Well, it's from 1999.
I've eaten the Life cereal. That's great.
It's got Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy in it.
Okay.
It's an old prison movie about old prisoners, African-American prisoners in like the 30s or 20s.
Okay.
Well, there's a fella on the show who reminds me of you. And his nickname on the show is Can't Get Right.
Oh, my God.
I feel like that's you. I feel like you're our Can't Get Right.
Can't Get Right?
Matter of fact, new shirt available now over at lowestrules.com. Can't Get Right. Which, by the way, I think we do have some slides of some new merch that's come out recently that you can take a look at over at lowestrules.com.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that. I said to myself, self, There's the old TDT for the tips don't touch, the retro Tony shot.
Uh-huh.
You like light? You like food? Man, look at you. How
Wow,
about the bug tattoo?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. See that green in the upper right there?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a nod to the video game Halo.
It is 100%.
Yeah.
It's for people like you, you know?
Yeah. I had a chance to meet the CEO of Halo. When we were in
That's
Seattle.
when you drove your Range Rover through the Nintendo headquarters, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Got to go to Nintendo. It just Seattle was a great trip, man. It was Seattle and Portland was a great trip for us. We had great fan support. Of course, there for the first time. Obviously, it was good.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You've heard of like the Mars rover, right?
Yes.
And we know that you drive a Range Rover, right?
Right. Yes.
Do you think we could make a shirt sort of in that Range Rover font and logo design?
Uh-huh.
And it was in your honor. It's called Cooter Rover.
I don't know.
I think that would hit.
Cooter Rover?
Cooter Rover.
That would be good for a young man, but not for an old man.
I don't know, man. It feels like all those visits to the makeup chair couldn't have been by accident. You were out there trying to keep your pimp hand strong.
My pimp hand?
Yes, your pimp hand.
Okay. You come up with all this crazy shit.
No, I really don't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you really do.
Why don't you go ahead and approach the Acclaimed at TV this week?
Yeah.
And say, fellas, I don't know what you motherfuckers heard, but I keep my pimp hand strong.
Okay.
And you just
Turn
your back and start walking away. Just saying, it'll get over. Or is he doing? He's setting up what I think he's setting up. First time I saw this was in the WWF. He's setting up a top rope superplex. Check this out.
He can't do it.
Oh man, I got excited. First time I saw that move, Tony, I thought that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Of course, you saw Hulk Hogan do it to Boss Man off the top of a damn cage.
Sure did at Madison Square Garden. Look at Windham, man. Just how he exploded with that running lariat. What happened?
JJ rang the bell.
Oh, Jesus Christ. JJ rang the bell.
We didn't ring it. Tommy, for goodness sake. Hey, Tommy, I was standing right here. He rang that bell. Tommy, come here. Tommy, you didn't see it.
They're doing instant replay. How about this? The infancy of instant replay.
We're going to get it. They're counting me in the truck. We're going to get it back up. Now you look and see for yourself. Here's the monitor. All right, look with your eyes. All right, I don't understand this, but all right. You heard the bell, but we didn't ring it. 3 minutes now. Blanchard with one straight game plan to go after it. Blanchard, it's wary.
This was a great idea, but this
but
was really shitty in execution.
Yeah, just terrible. Yeah.
I mean, we're spending all this time. The clip is not ready. We're not seeing anybody ring any bells. And the guys are just standing around with their fingers up their ass in the ring.
Right. No, I agree. It's just we should have. So, I mean, we're still a long way from the bell ringing here.
Yeah, I mean, you're watching just several minutes of replay. Imagine the fans watching around the in the arena. They're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
He got him! He got him with the clear! That's his move! Hey, what are you doing, JJ? 28 minutes, JJ! 2 minutes left, JJ! Ring the bell! Wait a minute! Tommy Young said the match is going to continue.
So Tommy Young says the match is going to continue, and Tully Blanchard tries to do an inside cradle. Tommy goes to count 3. Luger stops it, and now it's a Donnybrook. JJ Dillon's in the ring. He just hit Barry Windham with a shoe. Luger and Tully are hooking it up. JJ is going to go ahead and dispense of the referee. Here comes Flair and Arn, and boy, they got the double team, the triple team on Lex Luger. We're planting some seeds here because Lex, of course, the former horseman, has no idea that one day Barry Windham will be a horseman too. He thinks he's on his side right now. Boom, big DDT there from Arn.
Fans really got into it, and everybody got into the ring.
Yep. They set it up for Flair to start delivering some punches. Let's take a listen.
They're all holding now. Lex Luger.
He's asking Barry, come on, come join us. Get in here, get you some. And nope,
Yeah.
Barry proves, no, I'm with Luger.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the crowd getting into it, man.
Yeah. Old school JCP crowd.
This is pandemonium. There's bodies flying all over the place. And Luger, Barry Windham could have been a horseman, but he said no. That's what is a brawl. Here comes Steve. Man, it's pandemonium. People are standing. Let's get this thing back together. We're going to get out of here. We'll be right back. Don't you go away, and we'll be right back.
Hey, did you know you can own for less than your current rent? We can help at savewithconrad.com. Stop throwing your money away on rent. You don't know any wealthy renters. Start building wealth for your family with my family at savewithconrad.com.
Love JR's commentary at the end. Loved it. It was great going to the commercial.
You want to take a look at what happened, Jim Ross? It was nothing but pandemonium here. Barry, no doubt about it. First time ever for instant replay to be used. We're going to let you see what right here. We've got some time left. We want to show you.
All right, so what's really happening here for us to show Barry now again? We're doing the replay twice. I don't know, man. Is this just a poorly timed show and we got some extra?
Of course it was.
Okay.
I mean, we've got 6 minutes basically left in the show.
Yes.
But at least we're showing everybody at home and not really showing the little monitor like we did the last time.
Right.
Because we should have shown everybody at home, obviously. Okay, so here we go. This is the superplex that you thought would happen and never did.
Yes.
And again, we're showing a lot of it because we got a lot of time here. It was, obviously you know this, and wrestling fans know this. We didn't have the communication back then that we have now.
Right.
Referees didn't have an earbud in or an IFB in, so nobody could talk to them. I have a feeling, I may be wrong, but I have a feeling that we still timed it the old way with Gene Anderson back then.
Right.
Where Gene would walk out. Tommy knew where he would come out. When he would see Gene Anderson, he would tell him to go home. So, we missed the bell ringing. We didn't have a shot of that.
No, you did not.
Yeah, so there you go. So,
we
had a shot of that. Now we're showing a replay of Tommy watching a replay. Let's show a replay of that.
Yeah, a replay of Tony of Tommy watching a replay is not exactly what we were hoping for.
No, this is where the bell, JJ walks over, rings the bell, and you can't even really see him because Tommy had blocked it. So, yeah, that wasn't well done.
Hey, I want to remind everybody of something cool we're doing. If you just can't get enough JCP, we recently launched the book with David Crockett. So we have now a member of Wrestling Royalty joining our team over at adfreeshows.com. And the book is where we basically get a hold of his brother Jimmy's old red books, as they call them. And we started with the year 1985, and you'll see J.J. Dillon's handwriting from the geniuson of Dusty Rhodes, but all the details of the business, the date, the town, the venue, the matches, the gate. You get a peek into creative, you get a peek into the economics, and we talk about it and try to add context with David Crockett. We've got little supporting media with it. So old newspaper clippings, old clips, things like that, just to add context and really bring it to life. But the idea that we have these old booking sheets from really the golden age of wrestling, 1985, is something to behold. Yeah. January is out now over at adfreeshows.com. February, I think, is even better. But March, which I will be recording this week, is where you guys get TBS back and the business really takes off. Join us for a fun year at adfreeshows.com. Let's listen to Lex Luger try to take us home here.
Start right here with you. I made a mistake. And from the bottom of my heart, if I'm ever there to lend you a hand, I'm going to be there for you, brother. I called you my friend before, and I'll say it again. I'll tell you what, you and I can help each other out. Now, I know right now, for instance, in Charlotte, on Saturday, February the 6th, I've seen the contract sitting on Jim Crockett's desk, and you don't have a tag team partner for a match against Ric Flair and Arn Anderson. And I'll just tell you what right now, from my heart, and I knew this would happen someday. I knew that you'd come around, because I knew it in my heart. I'll be your partner anytime. And if they'll get those contracts down there, I'll be down there Monday morning to sign them.
Oh, I'll tell you something. That is history right there. For the first time, Ric Flair, Lex Luger in the same ring, and those two men together at the Charlotte Coliseum on February 6th. It's going to be history in the making, and I want to tell you something. I've been around a lot of exciting wrestling programs. I have never seen anything we had. I mean, pandemonium was an understatement. Brawls in and out of the ring. We still don't know what the decision. We hope to find it. We'll talk about that, I'm sure, for weeks to come, as will you for several weeks. The instant replay used for the first time in wrestling history, Tony. It came into being. The instant replay, Tommy Young came right down here, and we found out that Barry Windham and Lex Luger, hands clasped, will be together. The Charlotte Coliseum on February 6th. It's going to be an exciting tag team event.
It's pretty crazy to see how great JR here is, and not only trying to hype up the upcoming events, but the importance of this being the first time that the instant replay was used, and just the pandemonium from the crowd and the excitement. He was on his shit here. It was really, really well done. And to add context to what we're talking about with the instant replay stuff, the NFL first used instant replay in 1986. So we're just a couple of years in to that becoming a thing in real sports. And I thought that was interesting, you know.
I remembered the show going home, but I didn't remember how we used instant replay. Obviously we kind of fumbled through that, but the fact that we used it was pretty cool.
But we know for sure that you'll be back next week right here on the program, because it's going to be a very special episode. I don't want to give any spoilers here, but stay tuned. But right now, Tony, it looks like it's about that time.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring is the FUPA champion of the world. That would be Dave Silva, L. Brownsville. He has a mask on, but we know it's Dave. Why? Because he has shaved his legs. Holy shit. And a pack of dogs has run up behind Dave. And, oh my God, fans, here's another reason to spay or neuter your dogs. We're desperately out of time. And so is the FUPA champion of the world. We'll see you next week on What Happened When. We come to you Wednesdays on Cumulus and Westwood One. But Mondays, we come to you ad-free on
Patreon, patreon.com/WHW Monday. And of course, adfreeshows.com. He got that dog in him. Oh, hood.